Alright, so I've been trying to work on building a bit of an extension for the 4x8 layout. I have a switch that leads off so I can get the staging. So I've kind of linked together three 2x4 foot kind of modular sections. And the last one it's actually become a catch-all while I'm working, but it will eventually be like a car float area. But this building is temporary, but I want to put a mill here. And then off to the side, it'll have like a little dam where the water's rolling off of the area. But then as you come around, I've got like a little fisherman hanging out in the stream over here. And then I wanted to go for like the New England covered bridge look. So I've got the covered bridge over here. And then one of the things that I thought I'd be interested in to kind of describe to you guys how I do it. To make my frothy water over here for like a little rapid section, that's two sections of ceiling tile that I turned around and it broken pieces off of. But then what I like to do is take Mod Podge, put it up against the edges over here where I'm working, and then press tufts of cotton into it. And then I seal that back up with more Mod Podge so it's sealed up, but then you end up with a white frothy area left. And I like to do that. I kind of think it's almost like a cheaper version of a water effect because you can turn around and do it on the cheap for like a few cotton balls from the bathroom and whatnot. And then the other thing that I like to do, I've seen a lot of people cut up foam to make their rock walls. What I like to do is actually use pieces of ceiling tile. So I'll turn around and I'll break it by hand, and sometimes I'll even just then cut it up afterwards to make it a smaller piece, cut it in half. But I like to get the ceiling tile, and I like to have irregular shapes. That way, occasionally you have some pieces stick out, and you can then have some things growing on top or underneath it. But in general, I like the effect because I think you end up with a fairly nice looking natural wall. And whatnot. That's where I think the control area will be for this one, because I want to actually put its own selector and its own control cab over here. That way, if you have two people over, somebody could actually be operating this section of layout and doing some switching, and then you could turn around and use the runaround on the 4x8 as like an interchange for the two sections. But I figured I'd get a quick video of this so people could kind of see what I'm working on currently for the layout. Well, anyway, I'll get going. Thanks. Take it easy. Bye-bye.